Joining us now is head coach of the Minnesota State men's track and field program, Jim Dilling. You're coming off a great year last year. You've lost a number of high-performing athletes who scored a ton of points for Minnesota State at conference and nationals last year. How do you go about replacing those points this year?
Yeah, definitely a large task. We started last year in the recruiting process, but finishing 7th at the outdoor national meet last year is the highest finish in team history, and graduating 13 seniors is never easy to replace. But you got like big impact guys returning. Miles Hunter, one of the best hurdlers in Division II history. So we got him coming back. We get Mike Sando, who unfortunately suffered an injury last year. He'll be back for us. And Kyron Stewart, I know Manu Matati was what everyone kind of remembers last year at the national championships. Kyron was right behind him at the national meet, 5th in the 100, 5th in the 200. She's bringing him back. We got some legs of the 4x4 relay, which we didn't really have last year. Biggest freshman class we've had since my tenure here. It's my 3rd year as a head coach. So you're going to see a pretty dominant freshman class kind of step up there, and some of the sophomores and juniors from last year that were borderline guys that make the national meet just going to have to step up and make it this year.
All right, so what do you expect to emerge from those student athletes that you just mentioned?
Yeah, definitely we have potential in this team for several individuals to be national champions. And at the national meet, obviously, every point really adds up. 2 years ago indoor, we were 4th in the nation by 1 point. We were 3 points out of third place last year at the national meet. So I think you see a guy, Richard Willite, a senior for us. He's the first one out of the national meet last year. He just didn't get in. Frank Veldman, first one out in the high jump as well. Ben Ojika, second one out in the hurdles. So those are the guys that were borderline last year. They're going to have to step up and get more guys to the national meet for us. So that's kind of the national level. If you look at the conference level, we won 8 conference championships in a row, last 4 indoor, last 4 outdoor. That's always our focus. Nationals is definitely going to come after that. I think we definitely have a solid conference team. But last year's team, like I said, that was probably one of the best teams in school history, other than the team that just went in the Hall of Fame this year, the 1975 team. So.
All right, and then you mentioned you have a lot of newcomers coming in, freshmen and transfers. Who do you think will make an immediate impact?
Immediate impact. They're going to hold me to this. I'd say the most impressive group this fall so far, I'm going to get to 2 groups. It's been the freshman 400 group, and it's been the freshman multi-event group. We brought in 4 multi-eventers. We also have 4 track football freshmen that will be joining us at semester. So we'll have 6 total track football guys to add to this team here. None of them will compete in the first meet, but I think the freshman 400 crew and the multi-crew are definitely going to be the biggest impact from what we've seen in years prior.
All right, and you open the season this Saturday with the Chuck Petersen Open. What can you expect to see from the Mavericks this weekend? Yeah,
so we're going to open up with a partial roster. We haven't really narrowed down 100% everybody that's running yet this year for us. Waiting for some potential transfers that semester. But I think there's some big things from Richard Willite and Miles Hunter. I think both those guys are ready to punch their ticket to the national meet. If they can get it done this Saturday, they can kind of ease their mind over winter break. But I think those 2 are going to get done this weekend for us. And I think the other event group you're looking at is there's some aces in the high jump field this year. I think you're going to see a couple of guys have a good shot at that as well. So.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Of course.